Stop everything you are doing right now. Do not move. Do not look away. Because in this very second, while your eyes meet these words, something is happening in heaven that has not happened in your life for a very, very long time. The clock has started. 8 minutes. That is what remains on the timer that I, your God, just placed over your life tonight. 8 minutes of pure, uninterrupted divine attention. 8 minutes where the eyes of heaven are not scanning the entire earth. They are locked on you, only on you, on your name, on your face, on your story. You did not click on this video by accident. You did not scroll through your phone by chance and stop here because the algorithm decided, no, my child, I sent this message into your hands. I bent the timing of the universe to make sure that at this exact hour, in this exact moment of your life, you would be sitting where you are sitting, holding what you are holding, and hearing what I'm about to say. Tell me something. Have you been carrying a weight on your chest that you cannot describe to anyone? A heaviness that wakes you up at 3 in the morning, that follows you into the kitchen while you make your coffee, that sits beside you while you drive to work. Have you been praying the same prayer over and over, wondering if heaven still hears you? Have you been looking at the bills on your table, at the empty seat at your dinner, at the silence in your phone, and asking yourself, did God forget me? I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. I did not forget you. I never forgot you. And tonight, in these next 8 minutes, I'm about to prove it to you in a way that will leave no doubt in your heart for the rest of your life. Because something has shifted in the heavens above your house. The angels are not standing in their usual positions tonight. They have moved. They have repositioned themselves around the 4 corners of your home, around your bedroom door, around the rooms where your children sleep, around the chair where you are sitting. There is a wall of fire that I just commanded into existence around the place where you are right now. And that wall is not going down for any reason. 8 minutes. That is the window. And in this window I am about to reveal to you what no one has told you. I am about to show you what was being plotted against you in the realm of darkness. I am about to expose the verdict that was almost sealed against your finances, against your family, against your health. And I am about to declare, in front of all of heaven, why I stopped that verdict with my own hand tonight. You feel it, don't you? That tingle on your skin, that sudden quiet in the room, that feeling that something is different about this moment. That is not your imagination, my child. That is the presence of the Most High coming close to where you are. So before I begin to reveal everything I have to show you in these 8 minutes, I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to plant your faith into this moment. I need you to make this real. Type in the comments right now, I receive this message from God tonight. And before we go 1 second further, I need you to do something that is going to seal everything I'm about to say into your life. Subscribe to this channel right now. Click that red button, hit the bell icon, and turn on every single notification, because the messages I am sending through this channel are not random videos. They are timed releases from heaven for your life. If you miss one, you may miss the exact word I prepared for the exact storm coming. Subscribe now, then come back, because what I am about to reveal to you in Chapter 1 is going to change how you see the next 72 hours of your life. My dear son, my dear daughter, look at the time on your phone right now. Take a quick glance, memorize it, because that exact minute, that exact second, will be marked in the book of your life forever. This is the hour when I broke into your routine. This is the moment when heaven interrupted earth on your behalf. You do not understand yet what is happening, but I am going to explain it to you in a way that no one has ever explained it before. There is a timer in heaven. It is not made of metal. It is not made of glass. It is made of light, and it ticks not in seconds but in mercies. And tonight I personally took that timer down from the wall of my throne room, and I set it for 8 minutes. Over your name. 8 is not a random number, my child. 8 is the number of new beginnings. 8 is the number that comes after 7, the number of completion. 8 is the number that says, what was finished is now starting again, but better, but stronger, but with more glory than before. When I flooded the earth in the days of Noah, 8 souls walked out of that ark to rebuild the world. When my son rose from the dead, it was on the 8th day, the day after the 7th, when the new creation began. So when I tell you that the clock over your life is set at 8 minutes tonight, I am not telling you that something is ending. I'm telling you that something is being born. You have spent so many nights wondering if I see you, so many mornings asking if your prayers are reaching past the ceiling, so many afternoons feeling invisible in your own life, walking through stores and offices and parking lots, feeling like a ghost that no one notices. I want you to hear me right now. I see every step you take. I count every tear that falls into your pillow. I number every hair on your head, and not one of them moves without my permission. The reason this video found you tonight is because the angels brought your name before me this morning. Yes, this morning. Before you even opened your eyes, before you even reached for your phone. There was a meeting in the heavenly realms about your life, and the file with your name on it was opened in front of me. And I looked at the pages. I looked at the prayers you prayed last week, last month, last year, the ones you thought I had forgotten. They were all there. None of them were lost. None of them were thrown away. They were just waiting for the right hour to be answered, and the hour, my child, is now. So when you sat down tonight exhausted, maybe a little discouraged, maybe wondering why life keeps being so heavy, you did not know that I had already pressed the button. The countdown had already started. The angels had already been dispatched, and the moment your eyes locked onto this video, my voice was released to find you wherever you are, in your living room, in your kitchen, in your bedroom, in your car, in the break room at your job, in the hospital chair beside someone you love. Place your hand over your heart right now. Yes, your hand. Press it firmly against your chest. And feel the beating that I designed inside of you before the foundation of the world. Say out loud right now, God is watching me. God is with me. God is moving for me tonight. Do you feel the warmth in your chest? Do you feel that gentle weight, like a hand resting on your shoulder? That is not your imagination. That is my spirit confirming that the timer has truly started. That every word I speak in these 8 minutes is being carried by an angel directly into your future. I want you to know something else. The reason these 8 minutes are happening tonight and not yesterday and not next week is because there is a battle that was about to take place over your life within the next 72 hours. There were forces gathering, there were plans being formed, and if I had not interrupted, you would have walked into that storm without warning. But I am not the kind of father who lets his children walk blind into the night. I am the kind of father who turns on every light in the hallway before you step out of bed. And tonight, I am turning on the lights of heaven over your life. This is why the clock has started. This is why heaven is watching. This is why I am speaking. Type in the comments. The clock of heaven has started over my life, my dear daughter, my dear son. Before you sat down tonight, before your finger touched the screen, before your eyes were drawn to this title, my angels were already in your house. I want you to imagine this very clearly with me, because I want you to see what they saw. There is a moment that happens in every home that no human eye can witness. It is the moment when the spiritual atmosphere shifts before something important is about to happen. And in your home, that moment happened tonight, around the time you started feeling restless, around the time you picked up your phone for no reason, around the time something in your spirit said, I need a word from God. That feeling was not random. That feeling was the result of 3 angels stepping through the threshold of your front door. They did not knock. They did not need permission. They were sent by me, and they came in carrying assignments written on scrolls of fire. The first angel walked through your home and took position by the entrance. His name is Provision, and his sword was drawn. The second angel walked through every room and took position by the place where you sleep. Her name is Protection, and she was holding a shield that no weapon in this world or the next can break. The third angel walked through every photograph on your wall, every name spoken in the rooms, every memory hanging in the air, and took position right behind the chair where you are sitting now. His name is Promise, and he was holding a sealed envelope with your future written inside. Do you know what they saw when they entered? They saw the prayers that have been spoken in that house, even the ones you whispered when you thought no one was listening. They saw the tears that were cried into the sink while you washed dishes. They saw the words of faith that you spoke over your children before they went to school, even when you felt like your faith was running on empty. They saw the bills that were placed on the kitchen counter with a silent prayer over them. They saw the quiet moments when you asked me, "God, are you still here?" And they saw something else. They saw the shadows. Yes, my child, I am going to tell you the truth, because the truth is what is going to set you free in these 8 minutes. There were shadows trying to enter your home, not metaphors, not imagination. Real spiritual shadows that were assigned to bring confusion, division, fear, and exhaustion into the place where you live. They had been pressing against your walls for some time. You have felt them. You have felt the strange tension that comes out of nowhere. You have felt the unexplainable arguments that start over nothing. You have felt the heavy sleep that does not refresh you, the dreams that disturb you, the mornings when you wake up already tired. Those shadows were real, but hear me carefully. The moment my angels stepped into your home tonight, those shadows began to retreat. They did not put up a fight, because they cannot fight against my hosts. They began to back away from your windows, from your doors, from your roof. And by the time you sat down to watch this, the atmosphere of your home had already started to change. That is why you suddenly felt a peace that did not come from anywhere obvious. That is why a small smile may have crossed your face for no reason. That is why the heaviness that you carried into this room is starting even now to lift. I want you to look around the room you are in right now. You may not see them with your physical eyes, but I want you to know that there are messengers of heaven standing at the corners of where you sit. They are tall, they are bright, they are silent, and they will not leave until I give them the order to leave. And I have not given that order. I am extending it. I'm letting them stay over your home not for 8 minutes, but for the next 72 hours, because what is coming requires their presence. Place your hand over your heart and declare, "My home is guarded by the armies of heaven." Do you feel the weight lifting? Do you feel the air becoming lighter? Do you feel the strange, beautiful sense that you are not alone in the room? That is because you are not. You have never been alone. But tonight, more than ever, the proof of my presence is undeniable. I am telling you these things because I want you to walk through your house differently tomorrow. I want you to walk into every room knowing that something happened tonight. I want you to stand in your kitchen and remember. I want you to sit on your bed and remember. I want you to look at the door and remember. The shadows that tried to enter your home are not coming back the same way. The atmosphere that was being polluted has been cleansed. The walls of your house are now lined with fire that no enemy can cross. This is what the angels saw before you arrived in this moment. Type in the comments, "My house is covered by the fire of God. My dear son, my dear daughter, I need you to sit up a little straighter. I need you to listen to this chapter with your whole heart, because what I am about to reveal to you is something I do not reveal often. I'm going to tell you what was happening in the courts of darkness in the days before you watched this video. There is a place in the spiritual realm where the enemy holds his counsels. He gathers his forces, he examines the lives of those whom I love, and he searches for a moment, a weakness, a window, an opportunity. And in the days before tonight, your name came up in one of those councils. Yes, your name. Specifically, with detail, with intent. Do not be afraid. I am not telling you this to terrify you. I am telling you this to wake you up. Because the moment you understand what I just stopped, you will spend the rest of your life giving me thanks for what you almost did not see coming. There was a verdict being prepared. A document was being written in the realm of darkness. It was a plan that involved your finances, or your health, or your family, perhaps all three. It was a plan that would have hit you in the next few weeks like an unexpected storm hits a quiet town. You would have been confused, you would have been overwhelmed, you would have wondered, where did this come from? Because everything seemed normal, everything seemed manageable, everything seemed under control. But I saw the document. I saw the names being signed. I saw the hour they had marked for the strike. And I rose from my throne. I want you to picture this. Heaven went silent when I stood up. The angels stopped what they were doing. The seraphim covered their faces, the elders bowed, and I walked. I walked through the halls of glory, and I walked toward the courts where that verdict was being prepared. And when I arrived, I lifted my hand, and I said one word that the enemy never wants to hear from my mouth. I said, "Stop." And everything stopped. The pen that was writing the verdict broke. The signatures that were being collected were erased. The hour that was marked for the strike was wiped from the calendar of darkness. And I, your God, your Father, the Lord of armies, took that document, and I tore it in half. Then I tore it in half again. Then I threw it into a fire that does not go out, and I watched it burn until there was nothing left of it. Not one ash, not one trace, not one word. Then I sat back down on my throne, and I called for the angel who carries my book of decrees, and I dictated to him what would replace that cancelled verdict. I said, "Write this. Write that the man, write that the woman who is watching this video tonight is under my covenant of peace. Write that no weapon formed against him, against her, will prosper. Write that every plan that was set in motion against this child of mine is cancelled, reversed, and turned into a blessing. Write that what the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. And write that the recompense for everything that was attempted will fall back into the hands of the one who is watching this video, with multiplication and with favor. That is what is now written in heaven about you, not a verdict of harm, a decree of restoration, not a sentence of loss, a pronouncement of increase, not a date marked for crisis. A season opened for breakthrough, but I want you to understand something very important. The enemy does not give up easily. He may have lost the document, but he will try other angles. He will try to whisper doubt into your ears in the next 72 hours. He will try to make you forget what you heard tonight. He will try to convince you that this was just a video, just words, just emotion, just a moment that will fade by morning. So I am giving you a weapon to use against every one of those whispers. I am giving you the memory of this exact second. I am giving you the truth I just revealed to you. And I am telling you that whenever the doubt comes, you must rise up and remind the enemy of what was cancelled. Say out loud right now, "The verdict against me is cancelled. The weapon against me has fallen. I am protected by the Father who loves me." Did you feel that? Did you feel the air shift again? Did you feel something break off of your shoulders that you did not even know was there? That was the residue of fear that the enemy had placed on you in expectation of the strike that was cancelled. Now that the strike is cancelled, the residue has no place to stay. It is leaving your body even as you read these words. You are walking into a different week than the one the enemy planned for you. You are walking into a different month than the one that was being arranged in darkness. You are walking into a different year than the calendar of the adversary had marked. Because the moment I stopped that verdict, every other thing connected to it had to stop too. The dominoes that were lined up to fall against you have been swept off the table. The chess pieces that were being moved against you have been knocked over. The game that was being played has been ended by the King who never loses. Type in the comments, Every verdict against me is cancelled in the name of Jesus. My dear daughter, my dear son, I want to take you somewhere very few people have been allowed to see. I want to take you into the deepest chamber of heaven, the most sacred room of all, where I keep the names that matter most to me. And I want you to understand that tonight your name is written there. I know how you have felt. I know how many times you have looked at your own life and wondered if you mattered. I know how many times you compared yourself to others and felt small. I know how many times you walked into rooms where no one greeted you, sat at tables where no one asked your opinion, sent messages that no one answered. I know the silence you have endured. I know the loneliness that has wrapped around you like a coat you could not take off. But hear me. In heaven, your name does not get lost in a crowd. In heaven, your name is not just one of millions on a list. In heaven, your name is engraved on the very heart of the King, and tonight I want to tell you what happened when I spoke that name out loud. It was not many hours ago. The court of heaven was in session. The angels were in their formations. The elders were in their places. The lamps of fire were burning, and I rose and I lifted my voice and I called your name. Just your name. Not a title, not a position, not a label that the world has put on you. Your name, the name your mother whispered when you were placed in her arms, the name that has been spoken at the kitchen table, at school roll calls, at jobs, at hospitals, at moments of joy and at moments of pain. That name I called it, and when I called it, the whole court of heaven went still. The angels turned their heads, the elders opened their eyes wide. The seraphim paused mid-flight, because they know that when the Father calls a name out loud in the throne room, something major is being decided about that life. Something heaven is about to write into the record. Then I said this. I said, this son, this daughter has been faithful even in the silence. This child has held on to me even when the answers did not come. This one has prayed when no one was watching. This one has loved when love did not come back. This one has carried burdens that no one knew about and never let go of my hand, even in the darkest hour. Tonight, I am opening a new chapter for this life. Tonight, I am pouring out what was held back for the right season. Tonight, I am moving the hand of heaven on behalf of this name. And do you know what happened then? The angels began to shout, not in a chaos, but in a holy rejoicing. Because when the Father makes a declaration over a name, every angel assigned to that name gets new orders, new mandates, new permissions, new territories. I am telling you this so that you will never again wonder if you are seen. You are not just seen. You are watched. You are not just watched. You are guarded. You are not just guarded. You are loved with a love that does not run out, with a love that does not get tired, with a love that does not change when you are at your worst. The same love that I have for you in your strongest moment is the love I have for you in your weakest moment. I do not love you more when you do everything right. I do not love you less when you struggle. I am not that kind of God. I am the Father who runs to meet you while you are still far down the road. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one. I am the King who writes your name on his own hand and never forgets. Look at the palms of your hands right now. Look at them carefully. The same way you can see the lines on your hands, I can see the lines of your name engraved on mine. You are not forgettable to me. You are not replaceable to me. You are not interchangeable to me. You are unique. You are specific. You are mine. Place your hand over your heart and declare, my name is written on the heart of God. Do you understand now why this video found you tonight? Do you understand why these words are reaching into the deepest places of your soul? It is because I called your name out loud in heaven, and the echo of that calling traveled across realms until it reached the device in your hand. The vibration of my voice is what you are feeling in your chest right now. The warmth that is rising in your eyes is the response of your spirit to the recognition that you have been seen by the one who matters most. There is no place you can go where my eyes cannot find you. There is no hour of the night when my attention is not on you. There is no situation so private, so embarrassing, so painful that I will turn my face away from you. I am the Father who stays. I am the God who does not leave. I am the love that does not abandon. So when the enemy tries to whisper that you are forgotten, you must remember what I am revealing to you tonight. When the loneliness tries to convince you that no one cares, you must remember the throne room. When the silence tries to bury you, you must remember the name that was called out loud in heaven. Your name. Type in the comments, "My name is written on the heart of God, my dear son, my dear daughter." The clock is still moving, the 8 minutes are still unfolding, and I have not yet shown you everything I prepared for this moment. Now I am going to release into your life 8 specific blessings, one for each minute that the timer of heaven has marked. These are not generic. These are not random. These are 8 precise streams of glory that I am pouring over your life right now, and I want you to receive each one with your whole heart. The first minute releases provision. I want you to understand what this means. Provision is not just money showing up. Provision is the supernatural arrangement of resources, opportunities, and people in such a way that your needs are met before you even ask. Tonight, I am opening the storehouses of heaven that have been holding back things that belong to you. The check that should have arrived weeks ago. The job that should have been offered. The contract that should have been signed. The favor that should have been extended. I am moving every blockage. I am clearing every channel. I am sending the provision toward your address with my own hand. The second minute releases protection. Not the kind of protection you think of, but the kind I am the master of. I am placing a hedge around your body. I am placing a wall around your home. I am placing a shield around your children. I am placing a covering around your travel, your work, your relationships, your finances, your future. Anything that was sent to break you in the next season is going to bounce off of the protection I am releasing in this minute. The third minute releases restoration. The years that have felt wasted, the opportunities that have felt lost, the relationships that have felt broken beyond repair, the dreams that have felt dead. I'm releasing restoration. I'm taking the broken pieces and putting them back together in a form that is even more beautiful than the original. I do not patch. I do not mend. I restore. And what I restore looks like nothing that has been seen before. The fourth minute releases healing. There are places in your body, in your mind, in your soul that have been crying out for relief. I am hearing those cries tonight. I'm sending the healing wave through your physical body, through every cell, through every organ, through every joint. I'm sending the healing wave through your mind, through the memories that have haunted you, through the thoughts that have tormented you. I am sending the healing wave through your soul, through the wounds that no human can see, through the scars that no one knows about. Receive it. Do not block it. Let the healing fall. The fifth minute releases breakthrough. The walls that have stood against you, the doors that have been locked, the obstacles that have refused to move, they are coming down tonight. I am sending breakthrough that does not come gently. I am sending breakthrough that breaks, that shatters, that obliterates, that removes. What has held you back will hold you back no more. What has stopped your progress will stop you no more. What has limited your reach will limit you no more. The sixth minute releases peace, not the peace the world gives, but the peace that I, alone, can give. The peace that does not depend on circumstances. The peace that does not waver when news is bad. The peace that holds you steady when everything around you is shaking. I am pouring this peace into your chest. I am pouring this peace into your mind. I am pouring this peace into your sleep. You will sleep tonight in a way you have not slept in a long time because the peace of God is settling over the place where you lay your head. The seventh minute releases favor. Favor with people who do not know you. Favor with bosses, with clients, with neighbors, with strangers, with officials, with family members who have been distant. I am rearranging hearts in your direction. I am turning faces toward you that were turned away. I'm opening conversations that were closed. I'm inviting you into rooms that you were excluded from. The favor that is on you in the next season is going to surprise even you. The 8th minute releases the door that no man can shut. There is a door I have been preparing for you. It is not a small door, it is a great door, and it is connected to the assignment I placed on your life before the foundation of the world. That door has been held closed by spiritual forces that are now retreating. That door has been delayed by the tactics of the enemy that I have now overruled. That door is opening, and once I open it, no man, no devil, no circumstance, no resistance can shut it again. These are the 8 blessings released in these 8 minutes. Receive them all. Do not pick and choose. Do not hesitate. Do not minimize what I am doing. Place your hand over your heart and declare, I receive provision, protection, restoration, healing, breakthrough, peace, favor, and the open door. I want you to feel each one settling onto your life. The first one on the top of your head, the second one on your shoulders, the third one on your chest, the fourth one on your stomach, the fifth one on your hands, the sixth one on your back, the seventh one on your feet, the 8th one all around you, like a glow that surrounds your entire being. You are wrapped in 8 mantles tonight. You are clothed in 8 glories. You are sealed in 8 covenants. This is the moment that changes the trajectory of your life. This is the night when what was held back is finally being released. This is the hour when the timer of heaven worked in your favor. Type in the comments, I receive the 8 blessings of heaven upon my life. And before I take you into chapter 6, where I am going to reveal what will happen in the next 72 hours, I need you to do something to anchor everything I just released over your life. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do it right now. This is not a casual request. This is heaven asking you to stay connected to the channel where I am pouring messages that were prepared specifically for the season you are entering. Subscribe. Activate the bell. Share this video with someone you love, because the blessings I just released over you can multiply into their lives the moment they receive this message too. Do it now, then come back, because what I am about to reveal in the next chapter is the proof you have been waiting for. My dear daughter, my dear son, the 8 minutes are still moving. The countdown of heaven has not closed. And I want to tell you something that, for many of you watching tonight, is going to be the most important revelation of this entire video, because what happened in these 8 minutes is not the end of the visitation. It is the announcement of it. The visitation itself is the next 72 hours. 3 days, 72 hours. That is the window I am opening over your life, starting from the moment you finish watching this video. And in those 72 hours, you are going to see things happen that you have not seen happen in months, in years, in some cases in your entire life. So I want you to listen to me very carefully, because I do not want you to miss a single one. In the next 72 hours, you are going to receive a phone call you did not expect. It will come from a number you have not seen in a long time, or from someone you had given up on hearing from, or from a place you did not even apply to. When that call comes, do not let it go to voicemail thinking it is unimportant. Answer it. Pay attention, because that call is one of the channels through which I am going to pour the provision I released in the previous chapter. In the next 72 hours, you are going to see a door open that has been closed for a long time. It may be a financial door, or a relational door, or a professional door, or a spiritual door. You will recognize it because you have prayed about it many times. You have asked me about it many times. You have wondered why it stayed closed for so long. The reason it stayed closed was because the timing was not right. But the timing is right now. So when you see that door begin to creak open, do not hesitate. Walk through it. The same God who opened it will be on the other side waiting for you. In the next 72 hours, someone who hurt you is going to think of you. They may not call, they may not message, but the conviction will rise in their heart. The memory of what they did will return to them with new weight. And if they are willing to humble themselves, they will reach out. And if they reach out, you will not be the same person you were before, because the wound that they left in your heart has been healed in these 8 minutes, and the conversation you have with them, if it happens, will not be a wound conversation. It will be a closure conversation. It will be a freedom conversation. In the next 72 hours, you are going to receive an unexpected gift. It may not be wrapped. It may not come on your birthday. It may come in the form of a message, a piece of news, an invitation, an offer, but it is a gift, and it is from me. I have arranged for someone to be the carrier of it, and that someone may not even know that they are being used by heaven to deliver something to you. Receive it with gratitude. Do not push it away. Do not say, "I am not worthy." You are worthy, because I have made you worthy, and what I send is meant to be received. In the next 72 hours, you are going to feel an inner voice nudging you to do something specific. It may be to call a person. It may be to write a letter. It may be to start a project. It may be to make a decision you have been postponing. Do not ignore that voice. That voice is the Holy Spirit aligning your steps with the new chapter that is opening. Obedience in those small moments is what unlocks the bigger blessings I have prepared. In the next 72 hours, the atmosphere of your home is going to be noticeably different. The arguments will be fewer. The peace will be longer. The laughter will return. The conversations that have been avoided will start happening naturally. Your spouse, your children, your parents, your roommates, they will sense the shift, even if they cannot name it. They will say things like, "You seem different," or "Something feels lighter today." That is the residue of what happened in this video showing up in the natural realm. In the next 72 hours, you are going to have a dream that I send. Pay attention to it. Write it down when you wake up. It may be brief, it may be vivid, it may have symbols in it, but it is a message from me, and I will give you the wisdom to understand it. The dreams I send during these special windows are not random. They are confirmations of what I have spoken in your waking hours. In the next 72 hours, money is going to find you in a way that surprises you. I'm being specific because many of you have been carrying financial weight for a long time. I see the invoices, I see the balances, I see the late notices. And I am telling you that within these 72 hours, an amount is going to come to you that begins to break the pattern of lack. It may be a refund, it may be a gift, it may be a forgotten payment that finally clears, it may be a new opportunity that pays quickly. Do not despise the size of it. Receive it, honor it, because that small wave is the beginning of a much larger one. In the next 72 hours, you are going to feel my presence in a way you have not felt in a long time. In the middle of the day, while you are doing something ordinary, the awareness of me will rush over you. You may stop what you are doing. You may sit down. You may cry without knowing why. You may smile without a reason. That is me visiting you in the middle of your routine, just to remind you that I have not gone anywhere. These are the things that will happen in the next 72 hours. Do not minimize them. Do not explain them away. Watch for them. Mark them. Thank me for them. Say out loud right now, I am expecting the move of God in the next 72 hours. The waves are already moving toward your house. The phone is already being prepared to ring. The doors are already being unlocked. The hearts are already being turned. Heaven is in motion on your behalf, and what is in motion in heaven is unstoppable on earth. Type in the comments, I am ready for the next 72 hours.